Bleach and smoke clung to my uniform as I slipped through the back door of my parents' house. Sunday dinner, mandatory and punitive. I braced for impact and walked into the dining room. "Well, look who clocked out of nowhere," my brother Daniel said, lifting his glass. "Maid of the Aldershore Hotel, queen of dust bunnies." I took my seat at the far end. My mother aligned the silverware like evidence. "Nora, couldn't you have changed? We have guests." By guests, she meant Daniel's fiancée Priya and her parents, people who spoke fluent portfolio. "Double shift," I said, uncovering the potatoes. "A bus tour came through." Daniel snorted. "A bus tour of cobwebs?" "Daniel," Dad murmured without looking up from his phone. Priya's father cleared his throat. "Aldershore, is that the old resort by the state park? I thought it closed." 15 years, I said. "We're operating at reduced capacity." "While you mop floors with your degree," Daniel said. "Inspired move." Silence settled. Forks, china, judgment. They wanted me to defend the choice that ate my inheritance, $180,000, and chained me to a fading hotel. I kept eating. "I don't understand," Mom said finally. "Northwestern, recommendations. You could be running a real hotel." "Actually," I said, setting down my fork, "I have news." Daniel brightened. "Tell me you're selling. I know a developer." I slid a manila envelope across the table. "You're half right." Dad looked up. "How much are you losing?" Daniel tore the flap, scanned the first page, and blinked. His smirk bled away. This is from Hilton." "For $50 million, I said. "Plus performance incentives." The room went so quiet I heard the radiator click. The next weeks blurred. Meetings, surveys, lawyers, signatures. My phone stacked with family messages I muted. I worked out of my real office at Aldershore, not the housekeeping closet I'd used as camouflage for 2 years. Maps and hydrology reports wallpapered the walls. Marcus Chen, Hilton's development lead, sat across from me, tapping a pen against the conference renderings. "Your wetlands assessment saved us 6 months," he said. "You know this property like a pulse." Sarah, my assistant, poked in. "Your brother insists it's urgent." "Tell him I'm in meetings all day," I said. Daniel breezed past her anyway, stopped short at the suits, then tried for casual. "Nora, didn't realize you had company." "Mr. Bennett," Marcus said, standing. "Your sister's topography notes changed our conference center placement. Invaluable." Daniel's smile thinned. "Can we talk? Family foundation stuff." "No," I said. "Schedule with Sarah." He lingered, voice sharp. "Don't forget who helped you start." "I didn't forget," I said. "There was no help, just opinions." I nodded to Sarah, and the room swallowed him. That evening, during my habit loop walkthrough, I found my mother waiting in the lobby under a chandelier I'd rewired myself. She looked too polished for the threadbare carpets, handbag clutched like a life raft. "5 minutes," I said, pointing to a sofa. "The foundation could partner," she began. "We can share the risk." "You mean claim the credit?" I opened the guest ledger I'd kept in perfect script. "Do you know how many times you visited me here in 2 years?" I let the empty columns answer for her. "I lived small so the infrastructure could grow. Now that it's working, you're interested." Tears sparked. "We were worried." "You were comfortable," I said. "I wasn't." I closed the ledger. "The signing is tomorrow." Outside, the lake breathed. Inside, the phones kept ringing. I arrived before sunrise, the lake taking light. Contracts waited. Hilton's team was an hour out. Sarah brought coffee. "Your family's here," she said. "With counsel, they're offering 60. In the conference room, Dad sat at the head. An attorney flanked him. "Emily," Dad started, then corrected. "Nora." "In my hotel." The attorney slid a term sheet. $10 million over your offer. Immediate close. The foundation assumes development." "There it is," I said. "Control." "We're protecting you," Mom said. "You're owning me." I opened my tablet and read, "We are impressed by your operational knowledge and vision." I turned the screen. Alternate proposals, timelines, retention clauses. 4 bidders. I'm choosing Hilton not for price, but because the terms preserve the site and keep me on as development director. That was the plan from the first mop stroke. Daniel flushed. So you played maid? I learned the building, I said. You learn best when you carry the weight. The door opened. Marcus entered with his team. Are we interrupting? Not at all, I signed. The lake flared silver against the glass. 3 months later, I stood on Alder Shore's rebuilt terrace, hard hat in hand, crews lifting steel briskly. The press called me prepared now. Mom texted, "We miss you at dinner today." I muted the thread and walked the line, checking measurements. Success isn't applause. It's alignment. Vision, ground, and work clicking into place.